Hello everybody and welcome to Lifestyle Real Estate. In this episode, I'm going to show you exactly what it costs to furnish a short-term rental. Let's get into it. Before we get into the exact numbers of what it costs me to furnish my Airbnb property, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We can get that out of the way and get on to the exciting part, which is what it costs me to furnish my Airbnb property. So I've got my spreadsheet here. Let's get into it and take a look. I'm going to show you some pictures along the way. All right, so let's just start room by room. We'll go through each room and we'll take a look at what it costs to furnish each room. Now, you're probably wondering, where's the best place to do all your shopping? Of course, Amazon is super convenient. You can order everything you want, you hit click, and it arrives at your front door. I do use Amazon a lot, but I'm afraid if that's all I did, my places would lack character. So what I like to do for the basic stuff, for things like hardware, for electronics, TVs, things like that, yes, I use Amazon. I go to Walmart. I find good deals and I buy things that are affordable, but then I go a step further. So things like couches, you can find some really good deals at places like Habitat for Humanity. You can find couches that look more or less new, but they only cost you maybe $50, $100. Obviously you don't want to find some worn out couch that smells weird, but if you can spend $100 on a couch that looks new or $1,000 on a couch that is new, you're saving a bunch of money, but more importantly, I think some of these older pieces of furniture can bring some character. So that well-worn side table or things like that, I think you can save a lot of money. You can build some character. The place will feel like home. It won't feel like an IKEA showroom. So that being said, let's take a look. Let's start in the living room and we'll go from there. So I've got my numbers here, living room. So as I mentioned, that couch, $90. $90. The living room chair, surprisingly, that was more expensive. That was $129. Now the rocking chair, that was free. That was included with the place. So that's one thing I will mention here. I bought this place. It was almost completely furnished. Now I had to throw away a lot of furniture, so there was some expense in actually getting rid of some of this free stuff. But anyway, so that rocking chair, totally free. The lamps, the side tables, and I bought about 50 DVDs as well, so it's good to stock the place up. Bought some books, bought some DVDs. All together, the lamps, the side tables, $160. The rug was $215. So altogether, that living room cost me $596. That's not too bad. Imagine how much would it cost you to furnish an entire living room if you went to somewhere like IKEA. A couch is going to start at about $1,000 and go up from there, so that's not too bad. Oh, and then the wall art, so $50 on top of that, so about $650 for the living room. All right, so let's move on to the kitchen. This has got to be probably one of my favorite spots in the house. I think it turned out gorgeous. If you take a look before we did all these upgrades, it looks like the 1990s got sick and threw up in this place, so we probably put most of our money and most of our work into the kitchen, but I think it really paid off. So let's take a look at what we spent in the kitchen. So the flooring, now I bought some LVP. Most of it went in the kitchen. It also went into all three bathrooms. So I'll count this here in the kitchen, although we should probably spread that cost out a little bit. $683. Kitchen cabinet paint, $28. Some specialty tools. I bought some jigs for the cabinet hardware for installation. I bought some door blanks and then installed them myself. That was $185. I spent $648 on the kitchen cabinet doors themselves. I spent $1,083 on a washer, a dryer, and a used stove. That included free delivery, which was very nice. I bought that from a used appliance store in Asheville, but they didn't have any fridges that looked decent. They were all beat up, worn out, dented on the front. So I spent about $1,000 on a brand new refrigerator, sink faucet, and cabinet door handles. So all hardware. You'll notice the whole entire house has black hardware. There was a mix of stainless and brass, and I could have saved some money. I didn't have to replace door hinges, for example, but they do stick out. You can see them, and I think there's just something that really pulls the whole place together when you use the same hardware throughout. So you want uniformity. You want some repetition when you go throughout the house, kind of as that baseline, but then you want to add pops of color, pops of interesting pieces of furniture, accent pieces that really tie the place together. So if you go too uniform, it's boring, but if you have a little bit of everything, it just feels like an old dated house that somebody slapped some paint on, cut the corners, and tried to rent out. So anyway, moving on. Countertops, these are not cheap, and I found that if you're going with quartz, most companies don't want you to come pick them up or install them. They see it as a liability. I guess they're easy to break, and they insist on installing the countertops. $3,815. Dishwasher I bought used from a fellow investor here in Charlotte. I drove it up. That was $150. Dishes, utensils, etc. Dollar Tree. Go to the Dollar Tree. Everything is $1, as you'd expect. So you can buy mixing bowls, you can buy utensils, you can buy pots and pans, your entire kitchen. So I guess, I bought 72 items for $72. So I outfitted the entire kitchen. That doesn't include the coffee maker or the toaster, things like that. That's $72. And then kitchen chairs, $310. I found a lot of used ones at places like Goodwill, Habitat for Humanity, but they just looked worn out. They looked tired. I could have probably waited and tried to find 8 matching chairs, but I just wasn't finding much. And I really like the fact that these have that dark, almost black metal. So again, it ties in with the hardware. The sink faucet matches the door hinges, matches the handles. It all ties the place together. So $309 for that. So altogether, the kitchen cost me just under $1,000. So that's not too bad. So that can't be right. No, that's the average. So altogether, that kitchen cost me $6,878. Moving on, the back deck, $75 on some used Adirondack chairs. The rockers, again, they came with the place, so we got to use those already, which was nice. So hey, $75 to decorate the back deck, not too bad, not too bad. All right, how much did we spend in the bedrooms? I'm not going to break this up room by room, but we bought 2 twin mattresses. That was $464. Let's see what else here. Bedding, $212 for sheets, blankets, pillows, stuff like that. Queen bed frame, $180. Go to Amazon, find a bed frame you like, have it delivered. It's super easy, and you don't have to transport it in the back of your car. King bed frame, $210. Let's see. Bought a second round of bedding, another $219. And king and queen mattresses, plus a few odds and ends, $471. And we got some nightstands for $75. So how much did all that cost? Let's take a look here. All right, so altogether, 4 bedrooms completely decorated, $1,836. So that also includes some lamps and a few things like that. What it doesn't include is the fact that we had some nightstands already. So 2 of the bedrooms already had nightstands. There's already some bed frames, some twin bed frames. So if it weren't for that, I'd say we'd be right around $2,000 for 4 bedrooms, or about $500 a piece for each room. Not too bad, not too bad. All right, let's move on to bathrooms. We've got 3 bathrooms altogether. Those bathrooms are all identical. They each have, obviously, a toilet. They've got the same shower insert. They've got the same vanity. So, and they're all pretty much the same dimensions. So 3 identical bathrooms. So we'll just take this number and divide by 3 per bathroom. So let's see here. To repaint all bathrooms, $350. I did buy a new light fixture for the upstairs bathroom. It was a little bit dated. So that was $30. The 2 bathrooms downstairs don't have light fixtures. They're just can lights. So that's kind of nice. $58 on shower curtains, $70 on new towel racks. Again, everything is oil rub bronze or black, so everything matches, everything looks good. I had some chrome, so I could have left those towel racks. They're the same size, same dimensions, but I really wanted to tie everything together. For 70 bucks, I think that was money well spent. Let's see, shower curtains, we already did that. Bathroom accessories, so this is, bought some towels, bought some individual soaps, things like that. That's 38 bucks. So all together, what did we spend? $546 for 3 bathrooms. That's less than 200 bucks a bathroom. Again, repainting, that's kind of renovation type stuff. And those accessories, that also included new faucets. So again, got rid of the old chrome faucets, put in new black hardware. All right, so what does that all add up to? How much did we spend all together on our cabin decor? $12,638. Yes, that is expensive. 12,000 bucks is a lot to furnish a place, but remember, we spent about $8,000 on the kitchen that was beyond just furniture. So if you don't include the fact that you're renovating a kitchen, if you buy a place that's already renovated and you just want to kind of go in, add some furniture, upgrade the place for a 2,000 square foot, 4-bedroom, 3-bath home, that's $5,638. And that's, I think, about what average, if you find what people are doing to get their Airbnb furnished, $5,000 is pretty reasonable. I think that's that kind of hits the average there. So how much have you spent on your Airbnb renovation? Do you have a short-term rental? What do you think you should spend? I could have spent a heck of a lot more. I saved some money buying a few used items, and then I spent a lot of money on some things to really bring that wow factor. And I'm taking into account the fact that this is not only an Airbnb property, it's a BRRRR investment. So that's buy, renovate, rehab, refinance, repeat. And in order to refinance, I've got to do a great job renovating that place. So I'm going to be into this. I thought I was going to be $0 out of pocket on this house. I think I might be 20 or 30 grand profit on this house when I do that cash out refinance. I thought I was going to get about $40,000 out of the refinance. I think it's going to be closer to 70,000, folks, because I'm way under budget on the overall renovation of this place. That video is coming up soon. We'll do a complete walkthrough, a complete Airbnb tour. I'll show you when we go live on Airbnb. We'll get that listing up and online. So keep an eye out for that in the weeks to come. Thanks for watching.